G'day guys, Steiny here from Offtap Brewing. Happy Beer Fun Friday. Well, there's not much going on at work today. Not a lot of exciting things happening. This is my old Komatsu. I think this forklift is plated or dated around the same age as me. It's about 35, it's about 25, this forklift, yeah, so it's about the same age as me. It's about fucking 35, 40 years old, this thing. And we've had it here since I got here. And it is just breaking down too much for the boss. Offered him 10 bucks for it, offered him cash, had the cash out and everything, he wouldn't take it. But no, yesterday we got delivered a new second-hand jobby. It's the, I don't know what color it is, fucking turquoise, fuchsia, fucking aqua. Bit gay on the color. It's a Mitsubishi, but so yeah, I had to take the rain roof off so we can see while we're getting our coils down from up there. Had to take the short tines off. I've got a set of long tines that I use here, and I only need one, it's the Unicorn. I'm only picking coils up, I don't need to pick anything else up, so just the one tine. It's an extended tine just so it reaches to the end of my rollers. I've had coils flipped up at me and chased me, so I asked for either a slipper to go on the end of the tine or an extension tine. So they were able to track down a set that was long enough for me. So that was awesome. It was, up until then it was just dangerous. Go and pick up a coil and yeah, flip it off the end. So yeah, not a lot of stuff happening for Beer Fun Friday at home. I'm gonna have a weekend off brewing. Sorry about the wind. Better turn the radio off. Don't want that freaking music. Yeah, so I'm going to have a weekend off brewing. I think I'm definitely going to be doing brew related stuff, so we can check in on that.
I go up to work on Monday morning. Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. I'll be back again before it's time for sunny down. I'll be lazing on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I've got a couple of beers to keg. Got a keg to wash out. I've left it out in the heat, so I think it'll be smelly. And also, I've got some fermenters to wash out. All those fermenters with the beer on beer in it. I'm not going to go anymore. 3 on one and 5 on the other, I think, is enough. So yeah, I think I'll wash them out, clean them out, and I'm going to actually sterilize the 60 litre fermenters and get them going, rather than have all this blow off. And I've got a couple of fridges to clean, so yeah, it'll be a big weekend of cleaning and setting up for that. The 60 litres fermenters are hard to deal with because you know, you got to lift 44 litres of fluid up. So I like to, well, actually I'll just show you how I do that. It's quite simple. Alright, I'll get back to work. I don't know if I'll be staying back today, so I'll have a lot of fun this afternoon. This video, I won't go for an hour like the other ones. It's only going to be a quick video, but you know, we'll see. Things could change. Always does. Yeah, it's funny. 10 to 2. The office staff come down after me going in talking to my boss saying that, you know, I'd like to get out of here at 2. My wife's been away, blah, 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 blah. She's back. And then office staff come out at 5 to 2. Hey, do you reckon that you could whip up these tapered box gutters and spitters? And we've got a truck going down that way on Monday morning, so, you know, we could throw them on that truck. Yeah, rightio, whatever. Anyhow, we're done. Didn't take me long, so I'm happy about that. Well, I was able to escape out there at 20 past 2. just thinking about the beer situation as I do every day on my way home. Think about, you know, what I've actually got in kegs available for drinking. And last night, I know I've got the remains of a little keg there, but I don't think it's a great deal. I think it's, you know, just a couple of, maybe a litre or two, maybe a couple of glasses. So I've got to, you know, it's a hard decision to got to calculate, is that going to last me until I can get a beer carbonated? What's the story there? What's the sitch with that? So I did, however, hook into about 5 VB Tallies last night, mainly because the missus was home and I didn't want to stuff around with kegging beers whilst, you know, she was home. But the funny thing was, I got home and she's asleep because she had to go to work night shift last night. So, you know, I brought beers home and sat in the chair and got pleasantly pissied. But you know, I spent $20, $23 on beer last night. If I go and spend another $20 on beer tonight, I might as well have just bought, you know, I should have just bought a carton of VB cans for the $47 it would have cost me for that. So, yeah, I think I might risk it. Might risk the non-beer for an hour. Oh, I'll get something out of the keg for sure. Awesome. Leaving at 2 o'clock or 20 past 2 in the Arvo definitely creates a clear run home. No traffic at all. Holy shit, it's been a big week. I did the Q&A in the Brewtainer with Tiny, or in the Brewtainer Q&A, whatever it was, with Tiny last weekend on Saturday, and it was a ripper. I think I might do one a month or something. Had a few people turn up, a few good questions asked, a few questions that you know, people that I could help out a little, which is pretty good. If you guys have Facebook and you're not on Facebook.com/OT Brewing, then jump on there so you don't miss out the notifications. I generally warn people leading up on my personal page, and then I jump onto the Offtap Brewing page and do it. It's pretty cool. Well, here we go. Fingers crossed. There it is. Motherfucker. Oh well, I might shoot off down the shop, get some of Tiny's dirty little secret, and come back and clean some of these kegs out. Got myself a few of these solar lights. They seem to be alright. I've actually acquired myself 2 more, left them charging up. So, what's that one? Gonna change some mounts here on the GoPro and stick something to the car dashboard, I think. Keep sliding off, giving me the shits, but what we need to do is get this mofo working, get this mofo on, get that boiling so we can clean some kegs and start cleaning up all this shit. Just piles up, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. Get all this shit going and cleaned up. I need a sticky mount. I need a sticky mount and a flat thing. Okay. Here's the kicker. I spent 20 bucks on VB last night. I'm spending another 20 bucks now. The 5 bucks. This mount's gonna fall off. Fucking shitty double-sided tape. I should have just bought myself a carton of cans. Oh well. It's the way shit goes. What can you do but? So there we have it, guys. Tiny's dirty little secret. No, you know. You know. I said to the guy, 5 of your dirtiest VB Tallies. He gave me 5 Tallies. I said, they're like fridge fucking mushrooms, aren't they? Because he looked at me strange. He goes, what do you mean, fridge mushrooms? Mushrooms. I said, they just keep popping up. Look at this fucking after school time. Fuck, I hate after school traffic. Alright, just came home, realised that my little bar fridge had been open. So there's a lot of frost build up on the plate. So I've turned that right down. That will defrost all by itself, that one, at a low temperature. So I decided to put my beer in Hazcam and realised Hazcam's plate's pretty fucked as well. That, guys, that is ice, and ice insulates. So this fridge is not working efficiently. I'm going to turn it off, open it up, put something in the door so it stays open, and move my beer. And that will defrost and do its thing. My little mount didn't really work in the car, which was a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, we'll I might hook something like that up this weekend. Just sort of a permanent, sort of, I can mount you in the car, mount you, or something. We'll see what happens with that anyhow. So, first bit of manual labour on Beer Fun Friday is I'm going to attach this little nugget up there so I can, you know, when I'm coming out of here, have a light turn on. These solar powered ones are actually alright. The ones I've got on the Brewtainer work fantastically, so got a couple more. So yeah, just going to screw it straight into the fascia. I did lose that screw. Oh, Tiny, you're an idiot. Am I ever going to find it? I don't think so. Oh, you dirty bugger. Wrong size screwdriver bit. Just stripped out that head. That's right, that one will straighten her up. Stupid screw. Stupid cheap screw. That'll do the job. Alright, we'll see how that looks tonight. Okay, we were talking before about setting up a couple of 60 litre fermenters. Here's Tiny's 60 litre fermenter range. So, let's get a couple of those. Big bung holes in them. Big bung hole. Okay. There we go. Picked these up pretty cheap. Someone was selling them. They can only use them a couple of times apparently, so they get rid of them once they've used them. These are going to need a wash off, a rinse off, just to make them all nice and sparkly clean. There we go. Let's see what's inside them. I do have bungs and shit for them. Okay, just a couple of bugs. Let's have a look what's in this one. The O-ring. The O-ring for the lid. Little O-ring. These things don't really excite me that much. The O-rings and the S-locks and all that sort of stuff, they're not really that exciting, but I will give these fermenters a big once over today. Actually I should fill the urn and get a decent amount of boiling water, and give these a thorough, you know what I mean? A thorough. Because they will be the new fermentation vessels. Just remember guys, when you are defrosting your fridges, if you do have the convenience of being able to spray it down, just remember there is a big pile of ice that builds up on the back of it as well. So you got to wait till that falls. Ice is a natural insulator, igloos, blah blah blah. I've mentioned it many times in my other videos. Builds up through condensation. You got to cycle your fridges right and make sure that they're not frosted up if you want to run properly. I'm just speeding this one up with the hose, but that plate, big chunks of ice are going to fall out from behind it. So be aware of that guys, when you are doing your fridges. It is important to do them. This one here should be doing itself. Look at that, doing itself. That one's all done just about. I'll give that a wipe over with a towel, and that'll be done. Done I tell you, it's done. Later, but we will run a keg with the picnic tap for a little while with everything in there. I'm going to put the regulator and everything, the gas bottle in the fridge, but something just fell and there it is. Look at that, that big bit of ice that sits behind the plate. You know that one I was telling you about, that fucker down there? That's him. So I'm just gonna, I've been waiting for that guy to fall out, so we're just gonna wash the ice away. Yep, and there goes the regulator again. It's a good thing it keeps falling on the broken one. I'm really happy it keeps falling on the broken one. Yeah, let's wash this ice out. Get that ice coming out. Maybe if I do buy another regulator, I'll buy a cage for it. You can get them cages things for them, so yeah, I might look into that. Wow, the longest part of fucking doing anything while you're brewing is seriously waiting for the freaking water to boil. Anyhow, as luck would have it, I filled that pot to slow the boiling process down because I was going to rinse those out with boiling water. But then I decided to test them on my little Offtap brewing pot to see whether they could be steamed like how I steam my other pots. And you know what? These things, they fit. They fit. So we'll see steam coming out of there. That'll heat right up and that'll just sterilize it for the brewing. So yep, it's getting hot in there now. Steam's starting to come out. You probably can't see that. No, a little bit of steam coming out. Anyhow, that's getting nice and warm in there. we'll just see how well it goes. My other little fermenters, my 30 litre jobbies, they get red hot in there, man. They seriously get hot. The plastic gets all flimsy and shit, so we'll just see what that gets like and see whether this is a viable thing to steam the 60 litre fermenters. So yeah, cool shit. All right, just show you how off that's now. It's probably been in there for a lot longer than what it should have been, but oh, that's red hot in there. That is red hot. That plastic is soft as I think that's a success, guys, for a Beer Farm Friday sterilization check. I'm going to clean both of them, and then the lids and the grommets are already in there, the bung's already in there, so yeah, let's put the other one in. The handles make it easy. Those handles definitely make it easy. Better than the little fermenters. I gotta pick them up by hand. So yeah, no. I think it's going to be a good changeover. It's going to keep the pipeline going a little bit better. You can see the steam coming out of that thing there. It's been running for well over half an hour, so yeah, we've just got to be happy with that, right? This one here is nearly ready to be 93 degrees. The good thing I like about these temperature probes is when they hit 99 degrees, 99.9 degrees, they have an alarm which beep, beep, beep. So they turn off, they shut down, they flash, and they go nuts, and they don't waste stuff. When it cools down, it resets and it goes again. So I like them for that reason. 99.99 degrees. Seriously, this watch pot better hurry the fuck up, because I need to keg some beer. I've only got 2 tallies left. There's another one of the beers I've got a keg. Another one of the fermenters I've got to retire. We're definitely going to retire some fermenters today and step it up to the 60 litre jobbies. I may need to brace that a bit. That's looking pretty sad under a 30 litre fermenter. Boom, I just smashed you into my fridge. Yes, I do, as a tiny does. Smash them. So we're 3 tallies in, opening our 4th. Steam is coming out nicely out of the second fermenter that we're charging up. If you guys have the opportunity to be able to do something like this, it definitely fucking works. Can you hear that?
No matter how hard you work through it,
hey?
That last hour took at least 2. But now, it's time. And although you waited all week, you'll always find time to tap the can 3 times before cracking it open.
It's not a fucking can, but
Victoria Bitter for a hard-earned thirst.
or how about Vic Bitter because I fucking have no homebrew to drink. Tiny's getting smashed. Yep. All good, all good. So we're just sterilising the keg, sterilising those. The urn's nearly fucking done its thing, and then I'll do the keggles, the kegs. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll do the kegs, and then I'll pump some beer into those fuckers, and I'll fill up the mongrel keg or the bastard keg. I know I keep saying it fucking 3 different ways every time, but the bastard keg, I'll do it. I'll fill that fucker up, which will just about top that up. So I'm sort of thinking I'll get 3 full kegs today. So we're liking those odds. We are liking those odds. So yeah, we've got five ferments on that yeast, 3 ferments on that yeast. We're retiring all that sort of shit and moving on to the bigger fermenters. Yeah, we're just going to go double batches in each fridge. So double batches, keep the pipeline coming. Stop. And yeah, so that means we've got to step up the brewing to do oh fuck, look at that moon. That's pretty cool, that moon, look at it. That's pretty deadly. It's very special. Hey, it's shiny thing, shiny. Tiny's got a shiny thing. Shiny. Yeah, so we're going to step it all up and then yeah, hopefully not run out of beer and have to buy a hard-earned thirst for a big cold beer. Yeah, hopefully. It gets kind of expensive and I feel shitty because I bought $23 worth twice. That's 46. That's a carton. That's 30 cans. That's double what I bought. And it's just fucked. It really is. That's fucked. Oh, that fucker's a bit hot. Alright, let's get these things. Oh, there we go. Let's get those in for a bit of sterilization. There we go, look. That's exactly what I was talking about before. 99 degrees. No, I thought it was 99.9, my mistake. But you can hear the thing in there going off its head. You can hear it going on and off. It's going to keep it at that temperature for me. It's going to be annoying as fuck, but so we'll just turn that off. And yeah, it's all good. We've got the lids in there now sterilizing, so we need the lid. Keeps them at temp in. Keep that temp in there. There we go. Keep that temp in there, and let's fill them kegs and dump some water and do some stuff out of them and clean them and stuff. One of these kegs I cleaned last week, so I think it's this one. So I'm going to go easier on this one. But I'll clean them both, but... So we're just... those two are sterilized. I'm happy with that. Just sterilizing the lids. I'm actually happy with that. I'm going to unplug that fuckhole there. They've got boiling water in them. I've got to get the boiling water out of them to clean the out tubes, which is a thing. My new light works like a dream. Check it. The light, it works. Okay, it's actually angled pretty good. Katie has set her. Hi, Katie. She's back from her holiday. Yeah. We've got walkie-talkies. We can talk to each other and stuff. We can go like copy that.
Copy that, big lad. Copy that.
Little McShorty. So basically, when I'm in the brewtainer, that we can be contactable. So we got walkie-talkies, man. Who doesn't like walkie-talkies? They're actually not walkie-talkies. I'll say walkie-talkies, but they're actually UHF radios, so they pick up some shit. Anyhow, look at that shit there. She's put that in the crash chill. She's going down to 2 degrees. And your question was?
How much passion fruit am I going to use?
Well, I have no idea.
Because I've got lots. Like.
I know, so use lots, I reckon. But oh, lots as in lots! As in lots of passion fruit.
Yeah.
Okay,
like this stuff I think is the recent lot, which is sweeter. The other lot, not as sweet.
Yeah,
so.
I'd probably go the sweet stuff. I'd probably dump the not so sweet stuff, let the passion fruits wrinkle and stuff and get them all right.
Yeah.
Copy that. Passion fruit. Passion fruits need to be sweet. We're putting it in. Passion fruit, sweetie, sweetie. Over and out, sweetie, sweetie.
Copy that.
She copied that. I copied it too. This is going to be fun. Okay. We got walkie-talkies, man.
We do.
We're not walkie-talkies, there's UHF radios, man. Anyone on channel 19 can pick us up.
Okay. Within a 6-kilometre radius.
Yeah, within whatever we can pick up. Anyhow, so you're crash chilling.
Crash chilling, starting the crash chilling process,
Defrosting, and the light works like a fucking charm. I must admit, when we come out here and it goes, oh, it lights up. It's fantastic. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I do have another one of those lights somewhere. Anyhow, let's talk about dinner. Red Rooster. Okay, so Kate's up. She's agreed to my terms and conditions on what we're having for dinner. So I'm gonna go and get some Red Rooster. Them fuckers, they've got look, there's a little camp out there of like chicks. What's going on there? Do we just camp in the bushes now? Is that how we do this? It's like a camp out of chicks and kids. Interesting, but we're getting Red Rooster butt. Well, it's Saturday morning. We're just getting some cubes ready to take down to the brew store. We've got no labels on that one, only the back label, just describing how a speed kit works. And yeah, Kate's just printing up the other labels now. I'm going to take them down, drop them off, and then I've got to come back and do the stuff that I didn't do last night. I got a little bit pissy to do, which will be keg some beers. I've got 2 beers to keg, wash those 2 fermenters out and put those 2 fermenters away. And then I've got to pitch some yeast on a beer in a 60-litre fermenter and get a lager chain of yeast going. I've got one of these tiny news to get on with. So that'll start my lager beer on beer. And I'll just find a ale, or I might brew an ale this weekend. I want to do a mosaic smash, single malt, single hop brew, and I think mosaic will just be fine. Just might do a 3 cube batch of that, and then just pitch that straight in, and yeah, see how we go with that. Alrighty, decided to brew. Gonna do some sort of mosaic, I think, brew, mosaic, smash. Just with some ale grain. I'm only gonna do a double batch in the Braumeister. I don't wanna mess everything up and make a big lot of work for me to clean up. So it's just gonna be a 2 cube batch, and we're gonna go straight into the fermenter and let cool down that way. Alright, so I've got to get my siphoning equipment, which I can see the siphon hose is here, and the other part is somewhere. I'll find that, and then I'll start siphoning these, filling these kegs, getting these fermenters out of there. Alright, just finished kegging. Got a bit of an issue with this keg here, so I'm just going to do a gas leak test. I do have a pop-up valve that is leaking on this one. The lid's not leaking. That pop-up valve's not leaking. But this one was leaking before. There it is, see the bubbles coming? That's not going to be much of an issue with the gas fitting on, as long as those O-rings are sealing in there. I don't think that's going to be much of a drama. But I'm going to get this one on the keg right now and drink it real quick. Alright, I moved those shelves up to get a bit more stability on there and to get it a bit higher so siphoning's easier. But when I did that, we came into contact with this bad boy. So I thought about cutting it all out and frigging around with it. Then I thought, nah, fuck it, I'm just going to put the bastard back down there and then she'll close. So she's closed. I'm just defrosting the elements here. And I'm going to turn it back on. 18 degrees. So we're going to go, this is the lager fridge. So we'll go 13 degrees in here for the lager fridge. We've got this one in here, which will be the ale fridge. So we turn it on. And we'll set this one to 18. There we go. We've got no ale, but hopefully if I pull my finger out, I'll have some ale today. Just watching a bit of Rob Dyke on the YouTube. Carved my beer up before. One of the beers got it carved. I think I sort of created head. There are bubbles in the beer, more head, so it might be slightly over carved. The head is very, very thick. This is the second generation or the third generation lager yeast brew. So yeah, it's not too bad, very fresh, like very fresh, as in I just carbonated it. Green, this is fuchsia. Yeah, I think she's overcarbed. But brown mice is on, heating up. I've got the walkie-talkie just in case I need to talk to the missus. That's always handy, or in case she needs to talk to me. That was an excellent $25 buy off the flea bay. I've also got the fermenters cleaned. I've got sunnies. Gonna need a hat shortly. Being outside, I haven't got the tin up over the roof today, so I'm gonna stay in the shade. We put a thermometer on the side of the big pot, so I am actually going to heat this water up. They just don't fit, both of them in there, so I'm actually going to fill that up to the top and get some heat into it. Fill it right up the top. This will do two things. I'll add some sodium percarbonate in there to eat it all. This will do three things. It'll waste a lot of my water. It'll clean my fermenters that I'm not going to use for a while, but at least I'll have the peace of mind that they are clean when I put them away. And the third thing is I'll do a hot water leak test on the temperature probe there. The only reason I put that in there, that temperature probe, was simply to alert me to when it's going to boil. It's not a mash pot, it's not anything like that. I don't need any temperature control in it. If I needed temperature control, there'd be a thermo well in there and I'd build another temperature control unit for it specifically, but this doesn't need that. This is merely to be able to leave the lid on and know when I'm coming to boil, know when I should be around it, to stop all the big messes and shit like that. So yeah, I gotta find a lighter and get this thing cranking. Okay, just depleted that gas bottle, took about 2 seconds, but we got that one on there now. Got the burner on, no leak yet on cold test. I'm not going to heat it up to a great deal. I'm only going to go to about 50 degrees just because there's no need to boil that. You can see the sodium percarbonate has already started working. I've poured about probably 3 tablespoons in there. Might be overkill, but it's going to town. You can see the bubbles. That's just merely from the oxy action. Time to make a yeast starter, guys. By yeast starter, I mean rehydrate some yeast. Very simple process. The body had been cleaned up and the hair of the victim was cut away and intervened with identifying the remains. I'll pause that. Because I'm going to reuse the yeast, I'm going to use 2 Mangrove Jack's Bohemian lager yeasts. I've got to go and get some reverse osmosis water, but I do have my my rehydration yeast pack, which merely consists of a thing of bags and a plastic cup. Basically, I put reverse RO water into about there, pour the packets of yeast on, and then this bad boy goes over the top. Alright guys, I've got my RO water. Putting some yeast in the RO water. RO means reverse osmosis, but it's really funny. A couple of years ago, I did a video where I was doing some yeasty stuff and that, and I actually offended quite a few people because of my yeast opening fucking technique. If you watch any of my videos that date back a little, I actually make a point of doing that in front of the camera because, you know, the extremists, the clean extremists, as I call them, they got quite up in arms over the fact that I opened a packet of yeast with my mouth, and they left all these sorts of comments on the videos, and yeah, it was quite entertaining to say the least. That's all I do, guys. I just do that. Being a lager yeast, I will probably put it into the lager fridge and just make sure it stays in temperature. And I'll come back and periodically stir that and do what I need to do with it. But yeah, that was absolutely hilarious. You can't do that with your yeast, you're gonna blah blah blah. Seriously, these guys are the ones that definitely sterilize their yeast packets and their scissors before opening their yeast. And extremists, hardcore cleanliness, just, I don't know what you'd call them. Wankers comes to mind. I don't know. Alright, grains are crushing. I've just gone with 11 kilos of pale ale malt. Like I said, it's just going to be a smash beer. Single malt, single hop. And we're looking good on the leak test. We're at 30 degrees, and yeah, just heated up nicely for the oxy action to do its oxy action. Look at the bubbles coming up. That's, you know, that shit's working. You know it's working hard when that happens. So yeah, we're going to be happy about that, storing those away, confident that when we pull them out they're going to be clean. Apart from that, we just got to program the Brewmeister and get the grains in, get it going. She's going to be a late start. It's midday here at Oz. Midday in the Brewtainer. I don't know what time it is out there, but in the Brewtainer it's midday. Alright, I've turned the gas off. I've got it to about 39 degrees in there. You can see on the temp probe. This one here got full of water, so I had to drill a hole in the top and the bottom to drain the water out. So it cost me quite a bit of money, and it got full of water. Buy the cheap ones. Okay, so I just want to do a test and just see how accurate that is. So let's see. I'm getting 49 on there, 48 point something, 0.9 or something. 39, sorry. Call it 39. 39. Beautiful. So yeah, it's I'm happy with that being spot on. Gotta love that. So I'll be confident with my boils now to you know, when it's getting to the 96 degree temperature, to hang around the pot and not stray too far. Alrighty. So the Brewmeister has been filled. Gone 11 kilos of straight ale malt, and I'm gonna find my Munich, my what did I say? Fucking I forget the name of the hops. I'm gonna find them and make sure I've got them, and yeah, it'll be good. Smash off, brother. I got this morning, and as I was drinking my coffee and doing the dishes, I got a text message off a fellow home brewer, somebody that I who reached out to me in his early stages of brewing, you know, having dramas of kit and kilos and wanting to build a brew rig and what to do, how to build it, what to look for. And he sent me a photo this morning, which was a certificate for 3rd place in a brewing competition, Brew Deluxe, 3rd place, with the caption on there, "Hey bud, check this out, couldn't have done it without your help and videos. Loving the long format of the BFF, cheers bloke." Now, this guy reached out to me and I gave him the help that I would give anybody. And I'm, you know, blown away that he's at that stage where winning competitions, or winning 3rd place in competitions, proud of his beer, that sort of thing. He also reached out to me and told me he's gonna buy a Braumeister, or his wife bought him a Braumeister 50, and there's none left in Australia, and he's ordered it from Speedle Direct. But yeah, that's awesome. I've had other people reach out and thank me on personal formats, and every time it just blows me away. It makes me feel so proud that I can help people, especially when I didn't have that help, which is what's driving me to do this, you know. So, you know, take a leaf, guys. If you need some help, I'm always here, guys. Always happy to help people. Always happy to go above and beyond and to reach out and to give people the help that I didn't get. And you know, it just still blows me away. Cheers, guy. You keep them beers coming. Perhaps send me one of those award-winning beers, eh? We'd like to try one. Just spied my wife look at me with lust in her eyes. Not for that, but it's more of a fruity thing. She's her wheat beer. I'll let her tell you about it.
Alright, so my wheat beer's been fermenting, and I started crash chilling it yesterday. I've decided this one is the Falconer's Flight and Mosaic cube that I did, and I'm just going with passion fruit. I've got my passion fruit that I'd frozen, defrosted it, managed to strain all the seeds out, and I've heated up on the stove.
It smells so strong, but
oh yeah. Heated up on the stove just to kill off any bugs that might be in it, and now I'm about to add it to my fermenter.
Alright.
And continue to crash chill it for a couple of days.
And there's the Elusa's wheat beer. Oh, I know the German word for virgin. She's so nice and tight. Yeah, it looks darker than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's infected.
Smells alright.
What a weedy.
And I'm wanting to siphon some out to get it. I'll do it on the next one.
You're at an impasse here.
My thought was I was going to siphon some out.
I know what your thought was.
Try the base beer.
Either put it in or don't.
No,
I can always stop the camera and you can come back.
Yeah, we'll do that because I do want to try it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just do you want to try the beer as a
just as the wheat beer base with the hops that I've added.
Carbonation or just...
Well, yeah, because that does change the flavour.
Okay, well then you need a nice clean cup and a beer bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're back. We have a sterilise that thing with the garden hose.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, be careful. We're just going to carbonate this with a carbonating cap, and she's going to try the base beer. So we're just going to do that till it's full. Okay, it's your choice whether you want to put it in and stir it up or just put it round. Katie's idea is not to ferment the sugar out of that, to leave the sweetness from that. So she actually made that a little bit bitterer than it
should be for the style of beer, just to combat the sweetness that this is going to put in there. But okay. That's a lot.
That was
Well,
just under 2 litres
Nice.
of passion fruit juice. Nice.
Okay, I would close that back up there. Make sure your fridge is going to crash chill enough,
Yep.
and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's gonna clear out, but
No.
I think it'll be
Or even
fine.
I think just having the wheat in it, wheat beers generally are a bit cloudy, aren't they?
She's asking me. Mosaic. Mosaic. I remember the name of the hop. Mosaic Park. Alright, we've got just threw it in here just to help it chill down a little. Going to carb it up so Katie can get a representation of what her beer is like. Because we always like to drink our beers green. Always works better without these friggin' things on, but bottle. Turn our reg up. Bit of a shake. Shake, shake booty. Just shake it again just to let the CO2 absorb. The bottle gets softer as we do that. We just don't want the bottle getting too soft. I think that's pretty good. Got a bit of liquid up the stew. Maybe. What do you reckon? More?
Yeah.
More! More! These things, I think if you're carbonating with these caps, you should have a blowback safety thing on your gas line. They do allow beer to run straight back up. Give that a go, she reckons. Give that a go. I'll give it a go. Small glass and tiny. It is a wheat beer. That's gonna go. I go out there and do it. I'm gesturing for you to go out there. But I've got to wear the beer because it's mine. Because I brewed it, so I've got to wear it. Think not. There you go. Just you can give that carb cap a rinse off in there. That's just water and sodium bicarbonate. Look at that, it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a boy. All right. Yeah. Carb nicely. Methinks. Wobble, wobble, wobble. That's my little robot. All right, I'll quickly. It's
different. It's not bad. There's just flavors in there that I'm not used to.
That's wheat. And it really overpowers the hops.
The wheat overpowers the hops, you reckon?
Yeah. It's very neutral.
There's a fair bit of bitterness to it.
See, I drink a lot of bitter beers, so yeah, but it's very neutral. It's there is a fart smell,
I get a fart smell, but I don't get that sort of taste
Yeah,
at all.
should have raised the temperature up to about 24 degrees and let it sit for a few days. Diacetyl, I don't know, fucking whatever that's called. But it's not bad. It's just not good. Hey, I don't like wheat beers. The fruit will be a good addition to that. Enjoy your beer.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can take the cap.
I was going to put it with the beer.
Hey?
I was going to put it with the beer.
Okay. Alright, we're ready to go on this bad boy. Ready to fill her up, as it were. And add the yeast, because the yeast has done its thing. It's nice. I'm happy with that. It'll need a stir around. Remember, that's 2 packets in there. So let's get this bad boy in. Now, all I did with the fermenters is what you saw yesterday. Steamed them over the and I left them out all night. So this is Tiny's new recipe. So let's get her in. Quite a fresh batch. I brewed this one not last weekend, the weekend before. Nice bit of aerobic aeration going on for aerobic respiration. I think when I do double batches in this fridge, I'm going to have to strengthen that up. But just so we don't have a big problem. Look at you, you're in my fridge. Get out of my fridge. Get out of my fridge. Alright, so yeast pitching time. There we go. Beautiful. That needs a lid. That needs a lid. And I'm going to come and stir that up later. I think I should really put an airlock on that bad boy. So, yeah, just to stop all the bugs getting in. Airlock. Getting the beer on. This is a green beer. Very green, this beer. See how green this beer is? This beer is fantastically green. Oh, cascading head bubbles. It's actually pretty cool. It's not a bad beer. I'm enjoying it. Let's see what the Brewmeister's doing. It'll most likely be on a pump break. Nope. Look at that. We're about 25 minutes left of the mash. And that's coming out quite well. Once the mash is finished on this bad boy, I'm gonna override it. I'm gonna go to manual, and I'm going to start the ramp up to the mash out temperature whilst the malt pipe's in there. I'm gonna add some sparge water into it to thin it out a little, and then I'm going to lift the malt pipe out once we're about 75-80 degrees. Then I'm going to lift the malt pipe out and see what happens there. Basically, I want a clean rinse of all the sugars, get my efficiency up. I have only used 11 kilos of grain, so I'm hoping for a 5% beer, which I'll probably get without doing that. But hey, let's see how we go from there. Hey, hey, sha-la-la. Hey, hey, sha-la-la. Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna drown your blue sea? 'Cause I need a brush, and you killed it. 'Cause I want a brush. Well, you lied to me, 'cause I asked you to. Baby, can we still be friends? Look how clear that is. That's awesome. We're just going to thin that out a little. Just add some more, basically sparge water, you'd call that, but without sparging. Just to thin that out a little. Make that grain pick up, make the water pick up some more sugar. Because we don't want to oversaturate the sugar, the water. Definitely don't want to oversaturate the water. So yeah, it's doing what it's got to do. Nice colour. It'd be a nice contrast against one of these. I'll take some screenshots of these and yeah. Mosaic smash. Lining up the Braumeister with the Yeast, just to make sure we're going to get a good, clean, nice clean pull. So I think we're going to come just this way a little more, like that, just to make it schmicko. That has to be over the pole, so when I pull it up, it's great. It's fucking great! Alright, we're getting pissed, listening to some U2, drinking some green beer. Gotta love the green beer. Gotta love the contrast of colours. Fucking beer is like painting cars, man. The colours of cars and the colours of beers. Things you can fucking create, man. Holy fuck. This is just a straight smash. And we're just about ready to go. The Braumeister's gonna harass me in about 8 minutes.
So yeah, we're ready to go. We're ready to pull that fuckhole out and sparge some shit and fucking get the ball going. Gotta get the ball going. You know guys, the best fucking $65 or $67 I've ever spent. Look at that masterpiece. Look at that. Wait till there's a malt pop on there to that fucker. Oh yeah. Well, today's brew went down really well. We've got her in here. The fridge is turned off, but it's just chilling. It'll take a while, but I did notice that the old Brewmeister was a little bit slow on the pumping and all that sort of stuff. So I took the pumps off to just, you know, have a check, and I found out that one of my pumps is not going. So been mad online checking up places where I can buy the pump,
I can get it in Australia for about $190, which is 4 years of service. The Brewmeister's done me quite well, but yeah, she's after 4 years she's down. I got a pump bone. I don't want to just trying to unplug him here. I don't want to I wanted to replace both pumps, thinking that they might be, $100 pop. Oh yeah, $100 pop. That's pretty expensive, but $190 in Australia. I've sent out a couple of emails. I found a couple around the world for like 85, 90 euro, which is about $145 Australian. So even if shipping is $20, $30, I still might save money. Or do I buy in Australia, which I think I will, for the warranty? I wanted to, you replace both pumps. You don't just replace one, but I don't have $400 to replace, both pumps. So it's just going to be one pump for now, and going to have to order him on Monday, or ring Grain and Grape and see if they've got him. I'd rather order through those guys than anywhere else. But one pump down. One pump down. The Brewmeister's down. The Brewmeister's down. Alert, alert.